We'll talk a little bit about procrastination tonight. Now, I can talk about procrastination because I'm an expert in that field. I didn't become an expert by studying great books and papers written by people, famous people. I became an expert because I'm a great procrastinator, or I was. And I work on it even until today. I work on not procrastinating. Now, my article that I was writing was procrastination, choice or sickness. Now, I think they're both. I think to an extent, procrastination, especially the chronic procrastinator, it is an illness, but it's not an illness that can't be overcome. Basically, all illnesses can be overcome. But it doesn't make sense. Now, I want you to think with me. It doesn't make sense to put things off and put things off and put things off until they cost you dearly, can cost you your family, can cost you your job. It can cost you joy, happiness. Now, I understand procrastination. Procrastination, especially a chronic procrastinator. Now, the reason I keep saying chronic procrastinator is because everybody procrastinates some. But there are those others who are chronic procrastinators who just can't seem to get done what needs to be done. And they wind up ruining their whole life because they just can't seem to make the decision, I need to do something. Now, there have been times when, well, there had been but a couple of times that I have run out of gas. My car was registering empty. The gas gauge on. I'm driving by a filling station. I got money in my wallet, but it would just seemed overwhelming to be able to stop, pull in there, and say, "Give me $5 worth of gas," and that'll get you home. It doesn't make sense, but it happens. Chronic procrastination doesn't make sense anyway. And their studies did on it, and I'm studying some of those studies. This is just a little taste of what I'm going to be doing in the future on this thing, but something has to be done for the procrastinator. The Free Dictionary says that procrastination, or the act of procrastinating, is putting off or delaying or deferring an action until a later time. Now, I added this part to it, an action until a later time when it should be done now. And you just put it off knowing it should be done, but there's this feeling that comes over you, just seems overwhelming. Here's another definition: the act of delaying or inactivity resulting in something being put off until a later time. Here's some quotations about procrastination. And these things are true. Procrastination is a thief of time. It'll rob you of your time. It'll rob you of everything that you've got. Just take my word for it. Chronic procrastination will rob you. And you can overcome it. Now, we'll get to that later on. But you can overcome it. This is for all of those that just can't seem to be able to. Yes, you can. I have. I did. Was it easy? No. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody's not doing it. So, but I am working on it. And it's an ongoing thing. I have to fight the urge to procrastinate by getting up and doing what I want to put off. Never put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Never put off until tomorrow what you can do today. The procrastinator's motto is never do today what you can clearly see it would be better done tomorrow. So there's a science behind it. Here's an important one. And I put this in there for my benefit. Never put off stopping to buy gas when the gas gauge is registering empty and the gas light is on and you've already drove 20 miles. That's going to cost you a little leg work, a little borrowing a can, paying a deposit on the can. Procrastination causes misery in every area. Now, I've seen quotes that unknowingly people making jokes about procrastination and making wisecracks about it. You know, you wouldn't make wisecracks or jokes about somebody with cancer or with the flu. Well, to me, chronic procrastination is almost as bad as that. Now, you're talking to somebody. I've had 2 cancer removed. I've had cancer twice. And so I know what it's like to have cancer. But at the same time, I know what it's like to be a chronic procrastinator. What does procrastination look like? I'll answer that like this. I don't have time to wash the car today. I know it's filthy. And it looks like the junkyard inside. But I don't have time today. But I'm going to go ahead and take a little nap. And after I take my little nap, I'm going to do some other things. No, you're not. You're going to take that little nap and then sit around and watch television. And then you're going to go to bed tonight and sleep. And you're going to get up tomorrow. You're going to walk out that door and see that car sitting there. And immediately your mind will go to trying to make up another excuse for why you should put it off that day. Get up and wash the car. Vacuum it out. Clean it out. You'll find you feel a lot better. You know, you can't hardly see out those windows. Man, you know, just as soon as I have time, I'm going to wash those windows. I'm going to clean them up, make them real pretty. Really can't hardly see out of them. But I just don't have the time today. Procrastinators never have the time to do what should be done but they can sure do what they want to do. And get right on. I ain't got time to wash these windows today, because tonight at 6 and it's 8 o'clock that morning, I'm going to the races. It don't even make sense. It's kind of dumb, ain't it? Well, you know, dadgummit, they cut the lights off. I intended to get up there yesterday and pay that bill, but something came up. Well, what come up? Well, I don't remember. Now you're going to tack on $25. Get them turned back, plus you got to pay the entire bill. See, it don't make sense. That's why I say it's a sickness. It don't make sense to cost yourself diligently in the long run over something that could be done now and have it over with. Does it? It don't make sense. Procrastination leads to stress. Plans and wishes fall apart right at the time they should be being fulfilled. Procrastination causes fights in the family. More than not, your procrastination is going to hurt more than just you. And that's not right. So that's why I'm calling it a sickness. When intentionally go out and hurt somebody. Here's some things that people say about procrastination. And you know, they think things are funny, and they're not funny. I have never seen a happy, chronic procrastinator because of the guilt. Carries a load of guilt. When all that's got to be done is a made-up mind to make up your mind and then make up your mind and start doing things at the time they need to be done. And it's like I said a while ago, it's not easy. That overwhelming feeling will come on you. You'll feel like that this is the last roundup, so to speak. Just can't get out there, but make yourself. Make yourself. Take control of your body. Take control of your mind. Get that devil off your shoulder. It's telling you to put it off. Put it off. You don't have time today. Yes, you got time. You need to do it. Excuse me. The sooner I fall behind, the more time I have to catch up. Now, do you hear how ignorant that is? One of the greatest labor-saving inventions of today is tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's coming. Tomorrow's coming. I ain't got time to do that today, but tomorrow's coming. I have plenty of time tomorrow. Hard work pays off later. Laziness pays off now. I've always been one for being in the moment. Stupid. Stupid. Now here's a cute one. I like work. It fascinates me. I can sit around and watch it for hours. What can I say? Speaks for itself. And here's something that procrastinators need to know. Sunday is not a day of the week. Here's some I want to tell you about chronic procrastinators. Unless they get control of it, unless they start making demands on their body, unless they refuse to be like that, they'll never be a success. They'll always be failures. Always. You will work hard, and when you hit time to retire, you'll get a measly Social Security check. You won't have money put back. You will be a failure. You'll be scraping by the rest of your life unless you get control of this. I don't think procrastination's funny. Some people laugh at it. I don't laugh at it. Here's another saying that recognizes procrastination. Tomorrow is the busiest day of the week. Have you imagined all the manufacturing companies, construction companies, and the like, if all of their employees decided to go ahead and do today what needed to be done, it would probably change the nation. Now, the worst form, now this is going to touch some of you, and I pray that procrastinators are watching this. Or if you know somebody that is a procrastinator, have them to watch this. The worst form of procrastination is reading a quote about procrastination, feeling the guilt, and not doing anything about it. Now, one of the reasons I'm going to make 3 or 4 of these, well, probably 3 CDs concerning iPad. One moment, I'll get it. Podcast about procrastination is that I want to help the procrastinator. I want to let you know, number one, you're not in this world alone. We're out there. But many of us have decided we're not procrastinating anymore. Now, I've said this a couple of times during this podcast. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to make demands on yourself. And you have to be willing to follow through, or you'll not make it. You'll not make it. I'm in your corner. I know what it's like. There have been times that I have actually shed tears. But I just had to make up my mind. It's been a while. But I still face the urges. I still sometimes get that overwhelming feeling. But I have learned to go ahead and do it anyway, and it always makes me feel better. Always. I want to urge you, get a hold of this. Get a hold of it. Do something with it. And until the next time, this is Wayne.